The first thing I want to say about Leaf is that their interaction with the company, they're like part of the family right now. Okay, like we're a family business. And I think that's one of the things that attracted us about Leaf. I think we felt at home with them, and I think that's step one in kind of engaging a company to do work for you. It's got to fit with your company, your dynamic.
Again, they're a lot like us from a culture standpoint. You know, they obviously respect their employees, want to do the right thing for their employees and their team members. But that laid-back approach that wants to help us and understands that they're here for us. They're not trying to make us fit into some box. They're very much, what do you need? What are your pain points? What are your headaches? And I think the approach they bring that it's your solution we're trying to figure out. We're not going to try and shove a solution down your throat because other customer did it this way, so we think you need to change your process. It wasn't that. At the end of the day, they were more than happy to work within our process and help develop some software that would make our process faster and more reliable and streamlined.
We went in not knowing Leaf at all and was introduced by another vendor of ours. And working with Leaf has really shown us the value of partnership. Leaf has been very open to working with us when it comes to changes in our system, new additions, or even just brainstorming ideas. So working with Leaf has been honestly a godsend.
They stuck with all the things that they said they were going to do in the timely manner that they said they were going to do them. They've worked incredibly well with all of our team. And that's what's been important operationally to drive this whole thing home.
I think the partnership with Leaf has been great. Like we said, anytime we have a question, right there to help. And if they don't know the answer, they're putting in a ticket for us. They support us as best as they can, and great response time.
Working with Leaf, the collaboration, communication has been great. You know, we've had standard weekly meetings just to talk about the overall, how the project's going, is there anything we need to do different, is there any new projects going on? So it's nice to have that communication, even if it's only a 10-minute phone call that week, if nothing's maybe changed. It's been really good about working together and making sure that projects stay on task.
Once they got involved in our business, they got to know our business as well as anybody internally. So all of a sudden, they became an expert at the business. I mean, and that's within reason, right, expert. But they helped us to talk about ideas that might work well for us that we didn't think about.
You know, we've dealt with so many software companies over the years, and so many of them have told us, oh, we'll do this, we'll do that, and they promise you the sun and the moon, and then you get in there and it's slow service, slow response. All of a sudden their passion for helping you fulfill your goal has really waned, and then you feel like you're like second or third in line all the time. And our experience with Leaf has been totally opposite. I mean, they have persevered, they have stayed connected, they're constantly responsive, and it's just been really a joy to work with, and a really refreshing, because it's totally different than the norm in the software industry.
Everybody steps up. Probably one of the best things is we've always had a single point of contact. We've never had this person this week and then another person next week. We've always had the same person on our account. As I mentioned before, it's just been a phenomenal process, and can't say enough about the Leaf team, and I would recommend them to anybody.
Just a great company to work with. And I think that the thing that impressed me the most about Leaf, it was get the job done for TaylorMade, do what we promised to do, and deliver a product that's going to work for them in a way that we talked about it working. So that's I can't stress enough, that was one of the things that creates loyalty for us to Leaf. I mean, these are guys we're going to be working with, regardless of what the topic is and what the particular program is, and we're going to have a long relationship. And
I'm not a tech person, right? I'm the CEO, but I rely on our people to guide me on the decisions we make and who we deal with. And when they chose Leaf, you know, I was skeptical because I had been burned numerous times before, but it's been the complete opposite. And you know, I would really stick my neck out and advise anybody that called me, this is a company you can trust, and they're going to come through and deliver what they promise.